Elise Blake makes being an elite musician seem effortless. She performs with the National Philharmonic, but after a serious bout with COVID, everything changed. After you had COVID, what couldn't you do?
Just everything was so much slower. I couldn't do normal life at first.
Her muscles were so weak, she could barely sit up. Simply holding her violin for 5 minutes was a struggle. And as drastic as the physical effects were on her lungs and muscles, COVID also exacted its wrath on Elise neurologically.
It's brain fog. It's sort of this delayed reaction. I also had some word finding problems. I would be talking to Dave and just sort of look at him and think, what is that? What is that?
Elise was not alone. In multiple studies, as many as 82% of patients worldwide had neurologic manifestations of COVID. Researchers who followed 100 COVID patients in the United States found 85% of them reported at least 4 neurologic symptoms like brain fog, migraines, numbness, dizziness, and blurred vision. And in this latest study, Stanford researchers discovered profound brain inflammation in those who died of COVID, offering new clues as to why some people have dramatic neurological effects after an infection. What don't we know about how COVID is impacting people?
We don't even know the basics of how much this is affecting people in general.
Dr. Tracy Fulton is a neurologist and part of a uniquely specialized COVID clinic at MedStar Hospital. She's trying to figure out how to help patients like Elise.
We don't know the science behind it, why it's happening. There's some theories.
Patients who find themselves in Fulton's exam room are struggling with some of the worst neurological after effects of the virus, from a loss of taste and smell to monster headaches and debilitating issues with memory recall, multitasking, and concentration. Do you have patients who are on disability because of the severity of their brain fog?
I do.
Is there any way, as a doctor, you can predict whether or not that's going to go away?
There's no way to predict.
Wow. So it's just a wait and see for these folks.
It is a wait and see.
For Elise, the brain fog has lifted, and she's back to performing, with even greater appreciation for the music she loves.
And I remember we had the radio on one night, and just a fantastic recording of a Brahms symphony came on, and I remember I just started crying because it wasn't me on stage playing it. It was definitely hard. But also with the help of the doctors, I knew it would come back. I knew I would be able to get there again.
Lisa Fletcher, 7 News.
Sounds wonderful. And if this story is the first time you're making a connection between delayed symptoms and COVID, please go to WJLA.com. The 7 News team on your side has a link to MedStar's COVID clinic so you can get information and online evaluation. There you could also find more from Dr. Fulton and from Elise, including the incredible violin solo she played for us for the making of this story.